What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Whole Bright Life with Lady V. That's me. Always coming to bring you some type of encouragement, testimonial, stories to empower and to motivate you to keep going, to keep pressing, and to have faith in God. And so this is exciting. The other night, morning, the Holy Spirit woke me up in the middle of the night, I want to say about 5 a.m., and gave me 7 ways to make cash now. And I sat up in the bed and I just began to write, and I began to just go deeper into what he wanted me to share. And so it's all information that I have collected over time, of being in business for myself and just going in and finding things that could be done that I didn't know I could do, or gifts that I didn't know I had. Just things God just brought out of the woodworks for me in those low times. And this is the time to share it. This is such the right time to share it. And so without further ado, really quick, 7 ways to make cash now. So number 1, Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Uber Eats, any of those type of apps now that we have that you pick up and deliver. I think there's one more, Instacart. There's Grubhub and a few others. But the 2 that I have personally tried is Uber and DoorDash. And what I found out is that you don't have to have an exquisite, brand new, detailed car to drive Uber or DoorDash. I Ubered a 2005 Toyota Scion with almost 300,000 miles on it, y'all, for 6 months in the height of the pandemic. And I ranged from about 150 per week to 725 one week in July. Y'all, it was Christmas in July that week. It was so lucrative, that I had no idea that this really could not only increase, or like what they say would supplement your income, but it could be your income. It could be what you actually do. I have been picked up by Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, that is their only job. Like, that's what they do for a living. And so it can be done. My customers were like college students, and on weekend nights was the best pay. Medical workers, weekday mornings. So hospitals, clinics, restaurants that were open later at night, and student housing near the campus were my hotspots. So what I loved about it is that you can create your own breaks. Sheets, shout out to Sheets, was my pit stop. It's like a convenience store in North Carolina. I'm not sure what other states has it, but it's cool. They serve hot food. They're open 24 hours, and they've got free Wi-Fi. So I would go there for lunch, stop, take me a break until I got my next ride, or till I was ready to log on again, and boom. And so if I could tell you a few differences between Uber and DoorDash, Uber was much more, I want to say, faster pace as far as your pay. You could get paid the same day, and you could also instant or fast pay yourself as many times as you want to a day. If you did 2 rides and you want to go ahead and get the cash for those 2 rides, say you made $20 and you want to go ahead and cash it out directly into your account, you can do it 5 times a day, 6 times a day, But with DoorDash, you can only cash out once a day. So that was the only difference that I saw. And DoorDash was a little bit longer waits, because sometimes you have to wait in line, you have to wait in traffic, and you've got people's food with you, and you're trying to deliver it fast, and sometimes you can't get in and out as fast as you want. Some restaurants are still not open on the inside. I know Chick-fil-A is one of the restaurants where you kind of gotta drive around to a certain spot, and then you have to get out and go in, actually pick up the food, and you can't go in all at once, and there'll be like other people picking up food, and you just gotta kind of wait. So a little bit more patience for DoorDash, but you can still make good money. So yeah, that's number one. And so number two, Facebook Market, y'all. Like, amazing. It's good for selling quick sales, like quick. You want to get rid of something really fast. I've moved a lot in life, okay? And that is the best time to get rid of stuff for profit. You're urgent because you're trying to hurry up and move, and you're creative because you need to move fast. And so I've sold wash machines and dryers, very lucrative. I had 100 of interested buyers in hours for washer and dryer, y'all. I felt like people were just waiting to press the button. They were just waiting, like, washer dryer. Tables, mattresses, be sure to thoroughly disinfect, especially during this time with all that we have going on with COVID. But lamps, rugs, art, like wall art, paintings, kitchen items, bar stools, electronics, printers. Y'all, people will come pull up to your door. I'm telling you, like, no time. Or this past time that I moved, I had a certain convenience store that was right near my house that everybody was just meeting me there to buy chairs, blow up mattress I wanted to get rid of, I hadn't used but maybe once, bar stools, a computer chair. I mean, they just pulled up with their trucks and their SUVs right there at the store. So it was a nice, safe public space to meet in. Safety is always, safety first. So yeah, want to clear out your garage or storage to get rid of that bill? Post your stuff. Garage sale, storage liquidation. Y'all, one time, no cap, as the younger people say, I sold every item I posted right from my storage. People met me in daylight. Be cautious. And, and take someone with you if you can. But they would meet me right up to the storage. They bought everything from rugs to folding chairs. There is always someone who sees your trash as treasure, okay? The saying is true. And always remember, there's always somebody who needs what you never use. Sell it. Know what items you're willing to negotiate on price and which ones you're firm on. You be the judge. You've invested money in the items. Now, how much are they worth to you? What would you be willing to sell them for? Are you willing to bring it down a notch to quick sale? Or should you hold out for the right buyer? I've had to do that before. I have had to toss it up and say, hey, is this item worth me holding on to a little bit longer to see who may offer me something more, because I'm looking for this or that out of this item. And it works. And so number 3 is Craigslist. Okay. So I found that I was able to sell bigger items on Craigslist, like vehicles. Thought that was a furniture set that I sold, but that was through Facebook Market. But yeah, listen to this, y'all. I bought a car, an SUV, used, and resold it on Craigslist for $1,000 profit. I can't hear y'all in the back. I bought the car used from a previous owner, okay? I posted it up on Craigslist, and it sold in just a few days. I had I think 2 buyers going back and forth. I negotiated on the price. I went down $100, and I was willing to drive the SUV to the buyer, which was 30 minutes away. I took my mom and my kids. It was like a road trip, and she was being my bodyguard, for real, y'all. My mom, rest her soul, she's no longer with us, but she's with us in spirit. Oh my God, it was some guys, right, that was gonna buy the car. So my mom got out of the car, and she was just like, "That's my daughter. I'm watching you." So it was funny. Everything went well. It was safe. No problems. Nobody tried it. Okay, nobody tried nothing crazy. But it's just always good to have somebody with you, that cares about you, that you can trust. So yeah, because you're meeting people you don't know when you're selling items, and I've heard some crazy stories. So just be cautious and be safe. And then you got to wear your mask, What I would have done different about this, though, is to find out all I could about the vehicle. There's certain things that came up at the last minute that I did not know about. And I didn't do a thorough research. I was just so excited, But just calm it down and research. Even if it looks nice on the outside, was it wrecked? Any recent repairs, anything that you need to know, just find out as much as you can so that you can give that buyer the correct information as much as you can. Okay? So, yeah, but number 4 is, this is a little bit more in depth, but this is my personal experience. You can become a flea market vendor at your local flea market. It's usually about $10 to $20 in that range to get in. You pay that. It's the vendor fee. They'll give you maybe 1 or 2 spots for that much. Like I said, it depends on what type of flea market it is. Usually I would pay $10 for 1 spot that I could put like an 8x11 tent in, and a table, like one of those folding tables you would get from like Walmart. And I would just load my items up there to sell on the table. And I learned from a really good friend. I watched this guy, y'all, make like thousands of dollars in one day. And I was just mind blown. Yeah. So I worked with him, and I saw that and how quickly he would accumulate funds, and I was just like, wow. And this is only from 7 a.m. to like 2 p.m. or 3 in the afternoon. So this is not a whole week of working. This is one day, half a day. So it really inspired me, and I started purchasing from wholesale, selling my own items, coming up with my own little price list, and I was my own little business lady out there at the flea market, y'all. And people knew to come to me for wallets, accessories, or body oils. I was selling natural soaps. I was even selling like ponchos at one time, like these sweaters, and they were in, and everybody would come to me for them. The only thing I would say is I had a lot of transporting to do back and forth to wholesale. Wholesale was like 3 hours away, and so it was a lot of packing, unpacking. I had my 3 kids, so it was a lot of stuff here and stuff there, and so it was just a lot. And I would say, hey, if you had another car, or maybe a little truck, or little what are those things they put on the back of their trucks? A little trailer that you could kind of move around would be nice. And of course, this is more of an investment of your time and your money. You have to put some in. You couldn't just start like Uber and Lyft, making money as soon as you start out. It would definitely be an investment. You would need to go purchase items at wholesale. You would need to come up with your prices, and then you would need to go to the vendors and actually sell your stuff. But I found it to be very, very lucrative. I was doing this and this only for about 3 years, 3+ years. And until the market kind of changed, kind of shifted a little bit, Amazon kind of took over. So you always got to be looking ahead to see what else would work, and definitely pray and ask the Lord to lead you in what direction. He will give you the wisdom onto actually what to sell, what people are looking for, because that matters. So you really have to, and that's my next thing I was going to say, pay attention to your customers. What do they want? Not just what do you want to sell. What's not selling is not helping. Compare and contrast your prices, and don't lowball. Never lowball anyone. It's like, oh, she's selling that for $5. I'm gonna sell mine for $3. You're not in competition, but you do want to respect, other sellers, and you want to play nice. You don't want to play dirty. So I will tell you, this is not for the faint of heart, okay? Because it get cold or it gets really hot. So it's extreme either way. And I have been out there through it all. Putting up tents and setting up in the hot sun. And, of course, the reward would be that you leave with money. You leave with, enough to pay a bill or two. So you're not so depleted, thinking that you've spent your energy for nothing. So, but you deal with the elements, rain, sunshine, or cold. So wrap up or either bring a cooler, depending on the weather. And so, number 5. This one is the most exciting one. Use your gifts. Cooking, cleaning, nails, hair. I just did my own hair, y'all. Artwork, anything that you create. Listen, we moved from Nevada back to North Carolina. I want to say back in 2014, because my mother-in-law was sick. I wasn't saved up, okay, prepared or anything. And it took weeks to get unemployment from the job I had. So we were broke. I remembered the hack I learned from a YouTuber on how to do Havana twists. And so, in Nevada, we were in the middle of the desert. There was no beauty world. And it was a few beauty supply stores, but not for African American hair texture. So I was ordering wigs and, trying to come up with ideas and things like that. And so I watched a YouTuber and found out how to do Havanas, and so here we are. And it's a hack, as they say now, that I picked up that I will never forget how to do. So yeah, so I found out that if you can do Havanas, then you can do what you call kinky twists, because it's the same method of twisting, just with different type of hair. And so I found out you can do Senegalese twists, which are like these, but they're just smaller. And so I made a flyer at the library, honey, and I posted pictures of some of the hairstyles I had done. And yeah, I did my mom's hair and a few other people. And I posted up at local stores and at the college. Honey, I started getting calls, appointments left and right, booked. Word of mouth got out, more calls and appointments came. I was mind blown. Just off the gift of twisting. I won't even saying I could braid, cornrow, none of that other stuff. Just off twist because it was trending. It's what people wanted. It was the look was in, and I could do it. And I wasn't overcharging people, because I knew I wasn't in a beauty salon per se, but I knew how to do the hairstyles. And so the only wisdom that I would give you on that is don't advertise falsely. Keep it real. Whatever you can do, okay, that's what you put out. This is what you want to do. Your work only. Okay? So number 6, I would say, sell your gently used items. Thrift selling. There's a few places. It's one called Once Upon a Child. That I would sell to a lot when my kids were younger. And Plato's Closet, which is like junior type clothing. The in styles they're going to have more of. What's trending. I have both purchased clothes from them and also sold clothes with them. These are 2 of my favorite places. There may be more in your area if you want to search. These were quick cash for gas. Gas money, Ray. One box of clothes, I would get up to $25 to $30. The more you sell, the more chances, you up your chances of more cash. Okay? If you bring a little bit, you may or may not get much cash. I think the less I got was about $5 one time. And I was like, it was better than nothing. You really need it, then hey, But yeah, I just want to be real about the numbers and stuff with you guys on that. So, number 7, the final one. Oh my God. The first 6 came to me because it was stories. It was stuff that I've already done. But this one is straight from the throne room of heaven. Give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, shall men, people, give unto you. This is the ultimate way to be blessed, y'all. This is the way to receive. Give. 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 Some stuff you have, holding on to, hoarding, just taking up space could be useful to somebody. And this principle works. Bless others, you get blessed. And in multiple or unforeseen ways. It's like you can't even count your blessings from giving. When I was moving this